It's dreary and miserable throughout much of the Midwest, but don't fear, we've got football to perk up our spirits as we join you from Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts, as this one is underway on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out, as our first drive will begin at the 25.
Gun. Got. 11 empty.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense.
As we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first 2 plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball in both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And he just throws this one away. That was a bit strange, and here comes the flag. We saw it too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Burrow will throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. You look at this Baltimore defense. They were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
If I'm playing quarterback against this team, after what I saw on film where they had 5 picks last week, all I'm thinking about is taking care of the football, being very careful with it, and making sure I see my guys open before I throw it.
I might curl up in the fetal position.
It's not a bad
I don't think he's going to do that. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
11.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The Bengals at 1-0 on the year following the win in week 1. And they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 21. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now Burrow on 1st down. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Credit that sack to Travis Jones.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw caught by Higgins. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. T. Higgins, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bengals get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Well, they spoke about the importance of getting off to a good start, and they're on their first drive, Charles, into the end zone for the touchdown.
And what an advantage for them. They're already clicking one drive in, didn't need to wait to get up to full speed. We had heard about the extra time they put in with each other, trying to learn each other's skills, what they like, the whole deal, and it paid off early in this one. I would expect them to keep firing on the next drive and keep that connection going.
Going after through the raindrops, something good. And it makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's complete with Zay Flowers with it. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately, so he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. A collegiate star here in the Buckeye State, it's J.K. Dobbins. There he goes left side. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. They go play action now. Jackson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Logan Wilson, the one who got in there and dropped him to the ground.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Jackson, draw play to Dobbins. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. You talk about this Bengals defense. They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
We know it's only week 1, but the results look pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. Got some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going.
3rd and 20. Jackson now. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. Tucker's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bengals drive about to get going. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Again, it's Burrow on 2nd and 10. That's caught. Andre Yoshibas. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive. He comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Here we go.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3.
Here we go.
Now it's Burrow. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
11, mighty. 11.
Inside handoff to Nixon. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Well, this defense for the Ravens, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe it.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Burrow looking to pass. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this will stay a 4-point game. That would have been from way downtown. Pretty big roll of the dice, and he comes up a bit short.
Yeah, you knew when you saw the holder setting up on the other side of the 50 that this was going to be a long shot. But to me, there's really no loss here because you've shown confidence in him. Kicking it from a long distance, that'll pay dividends. And the miss, you can shake that one off. He wasn't likely to make it in the first place.
Oh, design run for their wideout. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. From midfield now, here's Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. Left side, though, it's caught by Mitchell. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 30. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
And I believe that gain on 3rd and long changes things quite a bit because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that last field goal, number 400 for him in his NFL career. I don't know whether this will wind up a Hall of Fame career, but he's certainly been at the top of his profession for quite a while.
And that is without question, my man. One of the best kickers we've seen in the past decade or so. Big congratulations to him. Pretty nice round number.
Their own 18-yard line.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit, and then you didn't see the ball go through the post. Bummer on that last drive for them. Kind of picked themselves up from that one.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Mixing up the middle. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Here we go, here we go.
2nd and 5. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Working with a lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10.
11, MT,
From the gun, a give to Mixon. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense, rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Back to Mixon on second down. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 43 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
On one, ready?
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away. Throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Here's Burrow. Pass thrown right back to Joe Mixon. And he'll be out of bounds. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
That's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort. But instead, he sets his guys up in excellent shape for the 1st and goal.
Mixon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They go play action with Burrow. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Here's Mixon. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to extend their lead. McPherson now for the extra point. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Jackson firing quickly out wide for Bateman. Now those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. Here's Jackson. That's to Mitchell out of the backfield. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Jackson's throw into the hands of Pittman here. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 15 more yards there and quickly another first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. That is caught with Sean Bateman. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. They work now on 2nd and 9. They'll run and set up the reverse, but he'll keep it himself. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going for Bateman. He's got him on the out route. And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's a letdown defensively because they had them stacked up 3rd and long, and you know their thought process had to be just make the tackle in front of the sticks and force the 3. Instead, they allowed him room to run, and now they're facing 1st and goal, looking to regroup.
Now Lamar changing the look. Dobbins will take this into the end zone. It's a Ravens touchdown. So another touchdown for him on the year now, Charles. He had 2 in the opener last week and hits pay dirt for a 3rd time here.
And with good health, he's got a really good chance to be up there among the leaders in touchdowns scored when this season comes to an end. Quick question, partner. Is it bad luck to toast him with a sports drink?
Not at all, partner. I think that's a fantastic idea. Cheers. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Charlie Jones now from his end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with a 1-point lead, you'd have to think they'll be looking just to get this to halftime. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
2nd and 10 now, Burrow. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
20-yard line.
Now Burrow on first down. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
On one, ready?
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now it's Burrow. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Burrow will throw. Well, that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a fourth down. So on fourth down, on is Brad Robbins to punt for the Bengals. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. Throw left side, taken in by Pittman. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he will be brought down. That will be the final play of this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch,
And then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And some nifty running there. Ultimately, it doesn't get him a whole lot, but it does take him to the 45. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 4. Another run here with Dobbins. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 45 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Jackson on first down. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Throw left side complete. That's Mitchell. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 26. 23 yards the pickup there.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
They go back to the ground with Dobbins. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now 2nd and 3. Jackson now. To the right side, into the hands of Flowers. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. Jackson here is going to look to throw. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Yeah, they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10, right at the 30.
11 mighty.
Now back to throw. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
On one, ready?
Here's 2nd and 10.
11 coming.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 50 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Here we go.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
11 MT, tight. 11 MT, tight. 11 MT, tight. 11.
Now it's Burrow. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Bengals 1st down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. Now they go play action now. Burrow got a man. It's Brown. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down. I think you would agree, just a good decision right there. Goes for the safe play, gets some yardage out of it.
And showed some toughness as well. As you noted, he stayed right in there. Solid rush was coming. Hung in there, took the hit, dumped it out to the outside, and now they pick up some yardage, and you have a back that's grateful to you and will continue to make plays.
Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Burrow on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 36. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Mixon with a 1st down carry. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
At the 31-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Here we go.
Now Burrow. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
Now Lamar changing the play. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Trey Hendrickson, the one who gets him on the ground. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Throwing is Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So 2nd and 10, third quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati. Play action. It's Jackson. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 58 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Jackson going to run. And holding it, maybe the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now Jackson taps this forward, jet sweep. A great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Tucker's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. first down as the tackle made just shy of the 30.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Burrow looking to pass. Here's Higgins out of the right side. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. And that one complete once again to Higgins. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 38-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
11 mighty.
Mixon will try the right side. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 77 yards rushing here from Mixon. He's got a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there at 22.
I'm one, ready?
1st and goal. A touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you will too.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Trenton Simpson, well, he just flew in there to drop him.
Even the most elusive quarterbacks have those tough days where they can't avoid sacks, and this is one of them. 3rd time he's gone down. He might develop some happy feet now, want to escape the pocket and try and gain more yardage with his legs.
So 1st and goal quickly turns into 4th and goal, and then 4th and goal turns into no points whatsoever.
That's a very disappointing sequence of events right there. And I, for one, would not want to be the kicker who has to run over to his head coach and explain that one.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Jackson to Andrews on that one. First down, Baltimore.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson, escaping the pressure right. Well, into the hands of Flowers. And he'll be brought down with a penalty flag on the field. It was a late decision to throw, and it might have been too late. So the big play nullified, a legal forward pass.
And maybe we know why they were able to get such a good chunk of yardage on that play. That pass was illegal.
So the illegal forward pass also cost him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. To throw is Jackson. A short one there, caught by Likely. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. He'll get this to Flowers, left side. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. On the return is Jones. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
11 empty.
To throw, Burrow. That's going to be brought in by Higgins. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now Burrow. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
They come up now on 2nd and 2.
11, mighty. 11.
Here's a give to Mixon. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
I'm not surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they are
go. First and goal.
11 coming.
They'll give it to Mixon, and he gets in just in the nick of time, so they get the touchdown they need. Now they need a two-point conversion to tie it. The late touchdown was only half the battle. Now they need the two-point conversion to tie the ball game.
11, 11, 11, 11.
Throwing, Burrow. And they don't get it. It's incomplete. They got the touchdown, could not, however, get the two-point conversion to cap it, and they're still down by a pair. So the clock sits at 16 seconds as they line up for the onside kick. And who's got it? I think the Ravens do, yes. And they're going to win this football game. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They've got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. He tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
He's got exactly what you're looking for, the ability to not just diagnose a play and quickly, but to make a play as well. Nice job there tackling him for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. He finds his man. It's Charlie Kohler. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On third down, here's Dobbins. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove